All right, let's turn our attention to doing a bit of graphing. We're only going to do graphing here with lines, so straight lines, but the same skills that you learn here you can use to graph quadratic functions, cubic functions, trig functions, logarithmic functions, etc. So what we want to accomplish by the end of this little session is plot points, determine whether a point or an ordered pair is a solution to an equation, and then given an equation, see if we can graph it. So those are the three things we want to do. First off, plotting points. You may be familiar with plotting numbers on a horizontal axis like this, but this is only one dimensional. Like if I asked you to plot the number -3, you could go there and just put a little dot right there. That's -3. When we plot numbers or points on a quadrant like this one, we don't just plot one point, but we plot one point, but it doesn't have just one characteristic to it, it has two. It has, first off, you have a left-right movement. That would be the first part of your ordered pair or your point. And the next one would be an up-down movement, and that would be the second number in your ordered pair. So your ordered pairs always look like this. They'll have two brackets and a comma in there. The first one is always a left or right movement, and the second one is always an up or down movement. And that's the way it always is. A lot of people get mixed up in that, and you've got to sort of get that in your head that the first number left right, second number up down. Coincidentally, we call the first value there an x value, and this is the x-axis here, of course the left-right one. And the second value we call the y value, and that would be this axis here, the up-down axis. So let's plot some points and let's actually look at a Cartesian plane, some people call it. So this whole thing would be called a Cartesian coordinate system. Notice that it's separated into four sections. This one would be quadrant 1, this one over here is quadrant 2, this one down here is 3, this one is quadrant 4. So everything in here, quadrant 4. The origin would be this point right in the middle. That point right there would be our origin. And that's typically where we start counting, always. And you start counting left, right, and then get to a point, and then either go up or down. The axes would be either this vertical axis, which we would call the y-axis, or the horizontal one, which we usually call the x-axis. Any point in any one of these quadrants, I could refer to that point as an ordered pair. Notice the word ordered because it makes a difference. Like -3, 2 is completely different than the point 2 minus 3. Although they're the same numbers, order is important. First one is my left right, second one my up down. Some other names that you might want to be familiar with are things like the first coordinate, that would be this one. We also call that the x coordinate, or a fancy term you can use at dinner parties, the abscissa. And the second one would be called the second coordinate, or the y coordinate, or the ordinate. So, seeing as we're going to be plotting lots and lots of points, it's good that you get comfortable with doing that. This point here, I'll have you do some on the next page. This point here, if I wanted to plot that, tells me to go left 3, that's with the minus, left 3, and up 2. So, starting from right here, I'm going to go left 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to go up 2, right about there. I'll move it over just a hair. So that point right there is the point -3, 2. Here's a screen, and I'm going to give you a minute or two, and, well, I won't give you a minute, you'll have to pause. So hit pause, and I'd like you just to plot those points on a piece of graph paper that you have on your desk. Don't come and on the screen, draw with a pen there. That sort of is funny. Okay, go ahead and do it. So press pause. Okay, hopefully you've done these, and here we go. So -1, left 1, up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 0. So write 4, oh, and 0 up or down, right there. These are ones that a lot of people mistake when they have a 0 in them, but it's always the same. It's left, right, first number, up, down, second number. This one, left, right goes 0, so I don't go anywhere left or right, I just go up 2, right about there. Close, I'll move it over and up a bit. Not to be picky or anything. Next one, 2, so I move right 2, down 2. There's my point. Next one, I move left 3, down 5. Right there's that point there. Okay, check yours, make sure that you got them right. Okay, so if I have an ordered pair, if I have a linear equation like this one, I can see if this point is actually a solution to that equation. Really, what I'm doing is if I have the line that looks sort of like this, if this is what this equation looks like, the graph of it, if that's my line, what I'm doing is I'm asking, is this point 1 minus 3, 1 minus 3, is that point actually on the line or not? The question is asking the same thing. To determine that, though, what we can do is, since I know the first coordinate is the x and the second is the y, I can just plug those into here and see if I get a true statement. So let's try. So 2 times x is a 1, plus y is a minus 3. Notice I put brackets there. Always a good idea to put brackets in when you're plugging numbers in. 2 times 1 is 2, plus a negative 3 is equal to a minus 1. I like to put, I've never seen a book do this, but I like to put a question mark there because we don't know yet. We're wondering whether they're equal. 2 plus a negative 3 is a negative 1, and that indeed is equal to negative 1. Therefore, what I would say is this point is a solution to that equation, or this point is definitely on the graph of that equation. Okay, one thing that we'd like to do, and I just drew a line here, I don't know if it looked right or not, but what we'd like to be able to do is to take any linear equation or other equation and be able to graph it. We can use tools like WinPlot, or I have graphing calculators that you could use, but it's always a good idea to be able to plot something using a table of values. And so what you do is you say, okay, I'm going to plug in a bunch of x values, and then I'm going to see what y comes out to be. And once I've done that, I'll plot my ordered pairs that I get on my graph. So let's try it. Let's say plug in a, I don't know, let's go 0 and 1, and oh, let's do a hard one, a minus 2. Oh, it's not too hard. Okay, 0. So I'm plugging a 0 everywhere I see an x. 2 times 0 is 0, minus 3 would be negative 3. I guess I can just do that in my head. Let's plug in a 1. 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 minus 3 is a negative 1. So that's what y is equal to. Lastly, a minus 2. 2 times minus 2 is minus 4. Minus 4 minus 3 is a negative 7. Ooh, I wonder if I'll have room for that. Now I've got ordered pairs. Here's one here, 0, minus 3. My next ordered pair is 1, minus 1. And just like we did on the other page, and minus 7, this should be a curly one. Just like I did on the other page, I just plot those. So 0 minus 3, about there. 1 and minus 1 would be about there. And minus 2 and minus 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish, somewhere in there. I don't know if that's bang on. Anyway, those points then, they should form a straight line. Mine don't look like they're really straight. Like the one that I did at the end there looks like it's out a little bit. And what I could do at that point is I could go back and check my math and make sure, because they should be on the same line. Check to make sure that all the math that I did was right. Let me do that just quick. 2 times 0 is 0, minus 3, minus 3. 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 minus 3 is a negative 1. Yeah, that's right. 2 times minus 2 is a minus 4. Minus 4 minus 3 is minus 7. Yeah. So what happened is with this one probably is my graph just isn't right. This number probably should be up there somewhere. Then it would all be on the line. So that's how you can graph an equation using a table of values. Here's another example just to finish up with. 2x minus 3y is equal to 6. I would like to graph that equation. Maybe let me go and grab some graph paper. I'll need that. We'll copy that and we'll go to our next page and we'll paste it in. Whoa, not there. How about right about there? Okay, so I can do the same thing. Let's do our table of values. Maybe I'll do my table of values over here so it's out of the way. You want to be fairly organized when you're doing these. Don't just throw numbers down anywhere. So I'm going to try 0, and I'm going to try 1, and I'll try 2 maybe this time. I don't know if these will all work or not. Maybe I'll get fractions. I don't know. But let's try. So we plug in a 0. 0 for x. So 2 times 0 is 0. So I'll really have minus 3y is equal to 6. Divide both sides by minus 3. I get a minus 2. So when x is 0, y is a minus 2. Good. Okay, let's plug in a 1. So 2 times 1 minus 3y is equal to 6. 2 times 1 is 2. Minus 3y is equal to 6. Subtract the 2 on each side. Minus 3y is equal to 4. Oh no. I'm going to get a fraction. That's all right. Minus 4/3. Okay, minus 4/3. Okay, that's all right. So I have another one. Let's do another one. I wonder if I put a different number in there. Let's put a 3 in. Instead of a 2, let's put a 3 in. Just because maybe it'll give us an even number. Okay, so 2x minus 3y is equal to 6. This time I'm plugging in a 3 for x. So 2 times 3 minus 3y is equal to 6. This is 6 equals 6. Subtract 6 on both sides. So I'll get minus 3y is equal to, oh, that'll be 0. And when you divide anything into 0, of course you still get 0. So when I plug a 3 in for x, I get a 0 for y. I like that one better, nice integers. Alright, so let's plot our points. 0 minus 2. 0, nowhere left or right, but I go down 2. Got it. Next one, go over 1 and down 4/3. Ooh, that'd be somewhere in there. It'd be 1 1/3, somewhere there. The next one, 3, 0. 1, 2, 3, and 0. Those ones came up way better in the line, than that last one. And then draw a line that joins all 3 of them. So this line here would be a graphical representation of this equation. So today we've looked at ordered pairs, what they are, we've plotted them, we've seen if they are solutions to an equation, and we've also taken an equation and made up a bunch of ordered pairs in something we call the table of values. Okay, again, hopefully that'll help you out with your homework. Again, as you're going through these, maybe pause as you're going through just before I give the answer. Pause it and see if you can come up with the answer. Then press play and see if you're right. Okay, have a good day.